get healthier. They knew 2020 should have been a year of health, but they neglected that because doing things for other people isn't enough sometimes. You have to get clear on why do you want your health to matter? What's the purpose of that? So the number one thing is know your why. I want everyone right now, all the super fans, say know my why. Say know my why. Say know my why. Come on. At home, I want you to get clear on that because over our next 52 weeks together, all our training, all our podcasts, it's going to be clear on knowing your why. Okay, so step one is know your why. And I just got to say, this is the coolest virtual event I've ever done. I feel like I'm in person right now because I have this whole stage to talk to you. I have the whole stage to train with you. Now, number two, once you know your why, number two is all about develop your health structure. Let me just write that out. Now, your health structure is 6 components, and I want to talk about each one. This is why I love my partnership with Jeunesse. We're going to talk about sleep. We're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about exercise, supplementation, water, and stress. So the number one part when we talk about health structure is going to be sleep. Now, I want you to think about this. In life, you are what you metabolize. So at any time that you're not getting the fuel that you need, if you're not getting the rest that you need, no matter what you're eating, no matter what you're exercising, no matter what's going on in life, your body can't win. So when we talk about sleep, there's going to be one thing that you really have to focus on, and that's going to be the power of 90. So 90 minutes is what a sleep cycle is. It starts off like this. It starts off with light sleep. So stage 1 and stage 2 is all about light sleep, where you're just kind of preparing for sleep. You then enter deep sleep. That's going to be your stage 3 and 4. So it starts with light. You then move into deep. And deep sleep is going to recharge your body. It's going to help your muscles repair itself. Then you're going to move right into Rem sleep. And Rem sleep is all about recharging your mind. So I want you to think about, you start falling asleep tonight. That's going to move you immediately into light sleep. You enter deep sleep, which charges your body. Rem sleep charges your mind. It's like sorting a file cabinet. And then you enter light sleep again. This is the challenge. If you're stressed, if you have a TV on, if you're focusing on loud noises, when you enter that light sleep again, you wake up. When you wake up, that interrupts your sleep cycle. So the number one thing you have to think about as you take on 2021 is you know your why, and then as we develop this health structure is you got to start focusing on your sleep. How can you do that? First thing is this. Turn off the TV, turn off the radio, turn off everything. Sleep in quiet. Number 2, have a dark environment. In your brain, you have something called your pineal gland, and that releases melatonin. It doesn't release it in light, it releases it in the dark. And number 3, make sure you're clear on your 90 minutes. That's your power of 90. One big tip, ditch the alarm. When you have the alarm on, that's going to wake you up, and this is a snooze button, actually. So you have your alarm, you hit the snooze. Whenever you hit that snooze button, guess what happens? It's all light sleep. So get up and just take on that day, and you'll get back to a better schedule. Now, why do I love Jeunesse? Because part of sleep, my brother, Dr. G and Papa, made PM. I take 3 PM every single day. What PM does is it helps enhance this cycle, it helps optimize your body, and it helps keep you balanced through the night. What else do I do? And as you see, I'm all excited. So I have my little adventure towel right here to kind of clean my face off a little bit with the perspiration. But right here is my Zen Fuse. So I take a scoop of Fuse before bed. When I drink Fuse, because of the protein blend, the fusion of fast-acting, slow-acting protein combined with PM helps keep me satisfied longer through the night and helps deepen my sleep. So as you know your why and you enhance your sleep, you're focusing on a quiet environment, a dark environment, 90-minute cycles. You take your PM before bed, you have your Fuse. That's going to let you sleep higher quality, better digestion, wake up fresher. Does that make sense to everyone? Super fans, give me a thumbs up if you got it. Good? Okay. So look, 2021 is all about you. It's all about you winning with your body. So I want you to move a little bit right now. You know your why. You understand your sleep. But let's talk back about the challenges that happen with dieting. You know, what I've seen in 2020 is everyone who was doing intermittent fasting, everyone who's doing ketogenic, all of these programs that people are taking on, they failed them in 2020 because they're stuck at home, they don't know what to do, and they're struggling. Well, this is why we created Zen. And the number 2 part of your structure is your food. I want everyone to move their left arm. Everyone move their right arm. Everyone, feel their heartbeat right now. Everyone, give me a scream. Scream at home low. Look at the super fans go. See, every breath you took, every beat your heart made was created through an energy source in your body called ATP. That stands for adenose triphosphate. It's your body's energy. When you took your first breath as a baby, your body needed ATP. And what's the main source of fuel for ATP? Glucose. And that is going to be your blood sugar. So when we talk about from a blood sugar perspective, when our son Hunter was born and Abby had gestational diabetes, the first thing they did was they tested his blood sugar to make sure that it was high enough, or they'd have to give him some sugar. Because if it got too low, you die as a baby because they have no reserves. So every energy, every breath you take is created to make ATP. That's your body's energy source, just like gas runs a car. But your blood sugar is what controls that. So this is what I want everyone to realize. 120 and 80 are your barriers. Every time you skip a meal, every time your blood sugar drops, every time you wait too long to eat, your blood sugar drops, your body over-releases something called glucagon, and that makes your body break down amino acids. You know, I watched the show Alone, which is a survival show. And if you watch any survival show, the first thing they say is when you're not getting enough protein, when you're not getting enough food, your body starts to cannibalize its muscle. Your muscle is your metabolism. I'm 48 years old. When you're 30 years old, every decade from 30 to 40 to 50, if you're not doing the right things, you're losing 5% of your muscle mass. I want everyone to type in the number 5 right now. And I want you to listen to me. This is why when you're 20 and you move to 30 and you say, what's going on? I'm gaining weight. That causes, number 1, you're losing 5% of your muscle mass. So 30, 40, you lose another 5%, 50, you lose another 5%, 60, you lose another 5%. See, to Zen, what we're doing is we're not focusing on cutting out your carbohydrates and going ketogenic and starving yourself. We're not focused on looking at doing fasting where you're starving yourself. We're focused on teaching you how to eat the food you love in the right balance. So every time your blood sugar drops, your body releases glucagon, you burn muscle. Every time your blood sugar spikes, because that when you're hungry, you overeat, you release a hormone called insulin, and you store fat. So when you miss a meal, you burn muscle. When you overeat, you store fat. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if it makes sense to everybody. Move it home. Okay, all the super fans, give me thumbs up. So what we want to do with Zen, what we want to do with your food is we want to go back to the basics. We want to go back to the baby days of eating protein, which affects that hormone glucagon, having carbohydrates, which affects that hormone insulin, and then having fat, which slows down the release of hydrochloric acid. With your food, if we can focus your energy being ATP, understanding that your protein, fats, and carbohydrates' purpose is to metabolize in your body, to break it down, to create that energy to make ATP. And if we can feed you from the moment you wake to the moment you sleep, what we're getting is balanced blood sugar. What this does is we're not using food to lose weight. We're using food to create hormonal balance. Now, every pound of stored body fat has 3,500 calories. This is why you don't need to eat less food to lose weight. There's different goals in the world of Zen. Some of you want to lose weight. Some of you want to burn fat. Some of you want to build muscle. The whole goal with this weight, there's different goals in the world of Zen. Some of you want to lose weight. Some of you want to burn fat. Some of you want to build muscle. The whole goal with this movement, the whole goal with this program is to teach you how to master your own metabolism. It's to understand your protein, fats, carbohydrates so that you can balance your blood sugar, so that you can fuel your body, and that you can burn your stored fat. So whatever your goal is, whatever your age is, you can permanently reprogram your metabolism. Does that make sense to everybody? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. So number one, you know your why. That's step one. We're in step two right now, focusing on making sure your sleep is in check. Number two is all about balancing your body with your food. Now, this is why we created Zen. Whatever language you speak, we have 28 different languages. We have all our different communities. I want to make sure that you download your meal plan booklet. It's going to take your favorite protein, fats, carbohydrates. It will balance your blood sugar. And then a little bit later today, I'm going to talk about the power of Fuse and how you fill your nutritional gaps with Fuse. We designed Zen Fuse to help balance your body just like this, so that when that mid-morning, mid-afternoon, when that breakfast happens, you have a perfect meal in a bag that provides you with the nutrients to balance your body, to fuel your body, so that you protect your lean body mass, you burn your body fat, and you live the life that you want to live, the greatest health. Okay, number three, we have sleep, we have food. Now we're talking about fitness. I want everyone to get up right now. Come on. Get up and jump a little bit. You see me in my adventure gear. Come on, move a little bit. DJ Luke. This is our fitness movement. I know Scott Lewis is watching. He's doing this. Come on. Come on. Come on. I see Sandra not moving. I'm a super fan. Sandra, get up. Come on. There we go. We got a little budget. I love that. Come on. Look at Marie Christine. Monica. Jolly from Chicago. Come on. Eliza. Vivian from Brazil. Let me see it, Simone. Let me see it, Adriana. That's my brother from California. Come on, Stupid Wang. Dennis Chow, Toronto. Thailand in the house. Okay. So look, that was 1 minute of power right there. That's what fitness is all about. I want you to start seeing, we can't change the health of the world in one session. This is the beginning. January 15th, mark it on your calendar. This is our beginning. Depending on where you're in the world, it might be January 16th. But this is our beginning. My commitment to you is 52 weeks. We're building a foundation for you right now, but for the next 52 weeks, I will be providing you with podcasts, videos, live training in every market, in every language for you to win. Because a year from now, you are going to have the best health of your life, but in addition, you're going to have inspired 1, 2, 3, everyone you know in your community, and hopefully beyond. So know your why, focus on your sleep, look at your food, and then activity. Now, when we talk about activity, there's 3 types of exercise. On Sunday morning, I'm going to focus on all 3. We do our Zenergize workout, so mark it on your calendar, 8:45 a.m. We're going to focus on our fat-burning cardio, our high-intensity cardio, and our strength training. Now, I want to just show you right now. When your blood sugar is balanced, you release your fat. After the year of 30 years old, every decade you lose 5% of your muscle if you do nothing. Half your body is red muscle. So let's all march in place. Just run in place a little. Oxygen is present. We're working our red muscle. If we go faster, go faster. This is working our white muscle. So imagine this. You're working out 5 hours a day, and you're only marching. You're only activating half of your muscle. See, all of your muscle needs to be activated. So it's not about working out longer. It's about working out smarter. Half your body is red muscle, half your body is white muscle. You need to do a diversity of training. On the Zenergize workout, I'm going to teach you how to do that. We're going to start focusing on how you activate fat-burning cardio, how you activate high-intensity cardio, and then right now, strength training. Everyone, let's squat a little right now. Okay, this is causing my muscles. So come on, Vass, stand up. Here we go, we squat a little. Someone's saying no squat. Come on, squat it. Come on, super fans. Now we go down and we do some push-ups. Come on. Come on. Okay. So look, just those movements, that's strength training. After the year of 30, if you do nothing, you lose 5% of your muscle mass. If you lose 5% of your muscle mass by the time you're 60, you step on the scale, your body's not strong, it's not healthy, it's not where you want to be. It's not about losing weight. We all have different metabolisms. It's about being our best self, our strongest self, to live the life we want, the adventure we want to go on. So with your activity, Sunday morning, we're going to talk about fat-burning cardio, high-intensity cardio, and strength training. I'm going to invite everyone this. Starting this week, on Monday, we're going to focus on 5 days. 5 days of activity. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to work all 3 types of exercise so that you build your muscle, you burn any fat you want to burn, enhance your cardio, your cardiovascular system, and activate that white muscle fiber so you work high-intensity cardio. Okay, so everyone say exercise! Say exercise! Come on, super fans! Come on at home! So let's recap. Number 1, you know your why. Number 2, we're in our structure. We're building a structure, a power structure. We're optimizing our sleep. You're balancing your blood sugar with our PFC, with our Zen 28, Zen Project 8 meal plans. We're then moving right into the aspect of activity with our Zenergize. So this isn't just a movement about food, it's about the plan, it's about the products, it's about the community. And number 4 is about our supplements. So I want to talk about Zen and just Jeunesse in particular. When I look at the Yes system, youth enhancement system, 5 years ago I met with Wendy, Randy, Scott, and we sat down. And they shared the power of what Jeunesse has become. And at that time, I didn't know enough about Jeunesse. As I started to meet the medical advisory board, as I started to see the products, I started to look at why Jeunesse is so powerful. See, our body, as you build this tower, we all have digestive challenges. We all inhibit enzymes or acids or over-release acids. We all don't get enough fruits and vegetables. Many people struggle with sleep. They don't have the energy and focus they want. This is why Jeunesse was created. This is why the products were created for the youth enhancement system. Why does Zen matter? Part of the Zen system and the Yes system is about balance. We're the BL. And we looked at creating a product line that will balance your body. So as we go through this process, I want to share some exciting news. We're close to launching a next level Zen Fuse. So we're always, as Scott says, always looking for the next aspect. So we're looking at a next level Zen Fuse. We're looking at a next level Zen Fuse plant-based shake. I know many of you want that. Get some noise on that. And we have a new Zen Fit that will blow your mind away. So as we start doing this, we honor our existing incredible products, and then we always look at what can be better to enhance your body. So we start with Prime, the #1 seller in the world of Zen. Now I want you to look at your body. Everyone stand up for me right now. Please stand up, super fans at home, stand up. You have 2 types of digestion. You have mechanical and chemical. Mechanical is going to be your teeth, your muscles, your intestines. Chemical is going to be your acids and your enzymes. With stress, with lack of sleep, with all of these variables, and just genetics, many people struggle with digestion. I was talking to one of the great leaders of Jeunesse, Mandy Chen, backstage. And Mandy is rock Zen, and her goal was to drop 5 to 6 pounds of body fat and maintain. And she did a training on Zen Prime, and she simply said, Zen Prime helps detoxify your liver. And she told me how Every single person, they didn't remember anything else from that call, but they remembered Zen Prime detoxifies their liver, and they all bought Zen Prime. This product does 3 incredible things for you. Number 1, the biggest thing that it's going to do is it's going to help clean, regenerate, replenish your liver. So it helps, 99% of what you eat goes through your liver. So Zen Prime helps with milk thistle, pharmaceutical grade, helps replenish that, detoxify that. Number 2, what it's going to do is it has plant-based enzymes that break down protein, fats, and carbohydrates. So as we talk about your digestive system, you need enzymes to break down all that food that's going in your stomach and in your intestines. Zen Prime helps break down, it gives your body a digestive boost. And the third thing that it does is it flushes out all of these toxins. You see me sweating right now. Sweating's good for you. Perspiration's good. Our body holds this fluid. So what Zen Prime does with dandelion root and juniper berry helps flush out those toxins. How do we take Prime? I say 1 or 2 twice a day. We have great training on this, but 1 or 2 Zen Prime, it's all in your meal plan. 1 or 2 Zen Prime twice a day, 30 minutes before your meal. If you love Zen Prime, give me some noise on the chat and super fans. Zen Shape. So Prime helps balance to optimize your digestion. Prime helps balance, Shape helps balance your appetite. So when we talk about appetite, this is your digestive system right here. When your blood sugar's low, your body craves carbohydrates. When your blood sugar's high, you're storing fat. So you're burning muscle, you're storing fat. What Shape does, it's a thermogenic. So right now, if we're hot, the hotter your body, the more energy you're burning, the faster your metabolism. But what people don't know enough about Zen Shape is it helps balance your appetite. When your appetite is balanced, it directly affects your hormone leptin. You have 2 appetite hormones, ghrelin and leptin. When leptin is released, it slows down those cravings. My brother Dre, who helps lead the North America team and all of Jeunesse, Dre talks about how Zen Shape has taken away that psychological craving. When your blood sugar's stable, you might not physically crave. I love pizza, but I may not physically crave it. But psychologically, I might want it. That's the big difference when we talk about that. That psychologically, Zen Shape helps curb that appetite. It doesn't suppress your appetite, but it helps balance your appetite by balancing your hormone leptin. If you love your Zen Shape, give me some noise, super fans at home. Come on. So when you take your Prime, this is my power right here. Mandy Chan says 2 Shape, 1 Prime, twice a day. I take 3 to 4 Shape, 2 Prime, twice a day. I love that we got Prime right there, someone showing a super fan. But right here, that's how you could do it. Follow the meal plan, look at the recommendation. I know in Thailand it's Zen Form, different markets it might have a different name. In Japan it's Zen Control, but overall does the exact same things. Prime and Shape. Now let's talk about some balancing your blood sugar. So if we go back here, this is your digestion, this is your stomach, that's your intestine, this is your blood sugar. I remember back in Venice Beach, people would skip meals. We created Zen Fuse to help balance your body. Where Prime is everyone to give me the number 2. Type the number 2 right now. 2 types of protein. So we talk about Zen is balance, Fuse is fusion. Those 2 types of protein slow down the rate of digestion to help balance your blood sugar. When you implement that, that helps release your stored fat and it protects your muscle. Everyone over 30 years old, your body is working to burn muscle. Your body is focusing on actually causing your body to slow down its metabolism. Prime will help to optimize digestion. Shape will help balance your appetite. Fuse helps balance that body to help prevent that. Now, what else does Fuse do? 5 strains of probiotics. So this large intestine right here has live bacteria. Probiotics help keep moving all of those bacteria to help keep you regular. 5 grams of fiber. So if you're not going to the bathroom regularly, if you're not going at least once a day, your digestive system's not working for you. If your digestive system is not working for you, your body's not working for you. So the key is to make sure you're using your Fuse to keep that working. So it has protein fusion, probiotics, fiber, and it's PFC, protein, fat, carbohydrates, to help balance and stabilize. So right here, Fuse, everyone give me the number 2 again. 2 shakes a day. So this is how it works. 1 or 2 prime, 2 to 3 shape, 30 minutes before your Fuse. Fuse can be for breakfast, it could be mid-morning, mid-afternoon, late night. I take my Fuse with my PM to help balance my body. Okay, so we talk about knowing your why. Everyone, know your why. Step 2 is about building the structure. You got your sleep. You understand your food. You're following your exercise, Zenergize. Now we're talking supplements. We've talked about Prime, Shape, Fuse. One more baby in the Zen line, our Zen Fit. I need Dennis Chow, our super fan, to stand up. Vast, stand up. Give me some muscles. Come on, Ingrid. Let me see it, everybody. Give me some muscles. I want you to say right now, I love that. Wait, who's on the corner there? Oh, I love that. In Philadelphia, USA right there, Dorville. Everyone right here, say muscles, my friend. Say muscles, my friend. More muscle, faster metabolism. Now, I shared we're working on a new and improved Zen Fit, but the existing Zen Fit is simply incredible. I take two or three of these a day. Before I went on today, I did my Prime, I did my Shape, I did my Fit, and then 30 minutes later, I had my Fuse shake. Also, after a workout, I was just talking to my brother who's a triathlete. He said, what should I do pre and post workout? I said, Zen Fit after your workout's amazing. Amino acids, your protein, when we talk about protein, it has amino acids. You have essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. Your body can't make the essential. Zen Fit gives you the essential amino acids to protect and restore your lean body mass. Okay, so when we talk about Zen, we look at our supplements to fill our gaps, but it's just not Zen. You have your Prime, you have your Shape, you have your Fuse, you have your Fit. You have your AM for energy and focus, your PM for sleep and repair. Then we move right into our reserve for our antioxidants. We talk about our RevitaBlue for our stem cell. The entire Yes system is designed to optimize your body. That's where supplements are focused on. Our fourth part of our structure, sleep, food, exercise, supplementation, is about building that structure to fill your nutritional gaps. Supplements are not designed to change your life. They're designed to fill those nutritional gaps to build your tower and your structure. Does that make sense to everybody? Super fans at home? Okay. Number 5. So we have sleep, we have food, we have exercise, we have supplements. Number 5 is good old water, right here. So I always walk around with this. Great workout too. I kind of make trekking part of my workout. This is 44 ounces, almost 2 liters. Well, it's about 60 ounces, so almost 2 liters. I almost have a gallon with me every single where I go. But right here are my 2 water. And the reason why you need to stay hydrated is that your body, I want everyone to write this down, your body is 60 to 70% water. DJ Luke, did you know that? Mitch, did you know that? 60 to 70% fluid. If you're not drinking fluid, your body's, I love people drinking now, you're holding water. Part of Prime is it helps flush out your toxins. The more you hydrate, the more that you're flushing out. When you flush out the bad stuff, you're bringing in the good stuff. You need water to digest food. You need water to work out. You need water to think clearly. Hydration matters, so get your water in. When we talk about women, we say anywhere from 2 to 3 liters. Men, anywhere from 3 to 4 liters. Typically, you can't overdrink, but just be reasonable. Drink from the beginning when you wake up, drink throughout the day to before you go to bed. Just make sure you stay hydrated so your body wins. That's number 5, is all about hydration and water. Okay, number 6. So sleep, food, exercise, supplements to fill your gaps, water. The last part of your structure is stress. Now, stress is something that you could be great at the 5, and you could just derail everything. I'm not going to dive into how to manage stress right now. There's a lot of variables, but I just want to teach you 2 parts of stress. There's normal stress, and this is what happens. So you're going on, the day's great, and just like right before I went on stage today, I probably have a mini spike of cortisol. That's your stress hormone. But then once I'm done, it will come back down and my body will regenerate. That's normal. Cortisol causes your blood sugar to be irregular. It's your stress hormone. It's a good spark. You need cortisol. You need stress. This is the problem. When you live a stressful life and you don't manage your stress, you have these spikes all the time. And when that happens, your body never has time to recover. And you go into something called chronic stress. And when you get to chronic, you over-release that hormone cortisol, and that affects your blood sugar levels, your fat stores, your mood, everything. So stress overall is part of life. Chronic stress will derail you. My commitment to you over the next 52 weeks is I will share what I've done around the world and teach you strategies, real strategies, daily strategies on how to help manage your stress to optimize your body. And that's what our movement's going to be about. We've built something special the last 5 years. All of our Zen communities around the world, over 1 million people strong, working this program together. The world of Jeunesse is on fire. And what we're going to focus on for 52 weeks is training in your language, teaching you how to optimize your body, how to know your why, build that foundation, develop that structure. So a year from now, I want you to have an ironclad structure. Your sleep, your food, your exercise. We talk about your supplementation to fill your gaps, your water, and your stress management. Is everybody ready for that? Vass, are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? Make some noise wherever you are. I said 3 steps. Step 1 is know your why. Step 2 is all about developing your health structure. Sleep, food, exercise, supplementation, water, and stress. Step 3, what we're going to work on all year, is about balancing your quadrant. I started teaching this back in 1995. And I kind of think about life in 4 parts. You have your profession, you know, what you do, what your work, what you do for love. You have your health. You're going to have from a point of your relationships, your family, your friends, and you have your lifestyle. Profession, health, relationship, and lifestyle. And I want you to look at this water bottle. So this water bottle is filled to the top. What we do a lot of times with health, and this is why so many people struggled in 2020, is you already take a full life. So this water bottle is full. What happens if I add more water to a full water bottle? It spills over. This is what happens with people's health. They already have a full life. They're already working a lot. They're already tapped out on relationships. They're already doing lifestyles. And they say, I'm going to get healthy in the new year. So they start having their health take over other parts of their life. They get a result, and what happens? The rest of your life pushes back. See, 2021 isn't about going on a ketogenic diet where you cut out your carbohydrates and you trick your body to lose weight. It's not about intermittent fasting where you starve yourself. That's not how your body's meant to be fed. You know why those programs exist? Those programs exist because people lose 5% of their muscle from 30 years on, every decade. So immediately they want to start, they're trying to game the system. They're trying to find ways to trick their body. Your body can't be tricked. You have to show up every day, just like in life, just like in relationships, just like in business, and do the work. And that's what we're going to focus on. In 2021, it's about mastering the time you're spending, being smarter with how you're working, being smarter with your food, realizing that what matters in your life, what are you fighting for every day? Being smarter with relationships, being smarter with lifestyle. What we do is we work out as a family. When Hunter goes to soccer training and goalkeeper training with his keeper coach, I train with them. When we go on family hikes, so many times you can be smarter and you can say, wait a second, my health can be part of my relationship. You can start doing healthier lifestyle activities. So it doesn't have to be separate. It can all start to merge. For me, I don't look at what I do as a profession. This is who I am. This is what I live. I want to change how the world looks at food in partnership with Jeunesse. I want to empower people to live their greatest health. So step 3 is about balancing, taking all the tools and balancing your quadrant. Number one, you know your why. Number two, you focus on developing your health structure, your food, your sleep, your food, your fitness, your supplements, your water, your stress. And number three, you balance your quadrant, the 4 parts of life. Is everyone ready for this? Are you ready for this? Super fans at home, are you ready to do this? If you are, type in 1,000 in the chat. I want to see you stand up right now. Everyone stand up right now. Stand up. I like the noise there, DJ Luke. I see you at home. Now look, as we wrap up our master class, the fun part is we are virtually connected. Barbara, what's up over there? I love that energy. Champagne Wong, I love that energy. Now look, this is just our beginning. I go live in all our communities starting next week. Our movement is just beginning. But I want to leave you with a quick story about, why your health matters. I've told the story about my wife, Abby, many, many times. And it's always a reminder for me of what we're fighting for. I remember back in 1999, Venice Beach, California, I'm teaching a lot of this information. It's evolved, but I'm teaching it. Didn't have our Zen products or anything like that. But I'm teaching the root of it. And my wife, Abby, someone fell right into her neck, and impact injury. And over 6 months, we saw her health deteriorate, where she could barely walk. And we'd go to Disneyland in California, she was in a wheelchair. She was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And I've watched since 1999 Abby fight for her health, whether it's gestational diabetes, whether it's anything, whether it's her food intolerances, whether it's irritable bowel syndrome, all of these variables that come in time after time again. But there's a moment that changed our life. And in 1999, we're in our condo at the time in California. I come out, right out of the bedroom, and she's on the couch right here, and she's crying. And her head's down, and she's just sitting there, hand over her head. And she looked up at me, and I said, "What's going on, babe?" And she said, "I'm never going to get better. Never. This is my life." And I remember that every single day. And when I was in my room today, I just think about it. Because at that moment, our life could have been so different. If she didn't fight for her health, I wouldn't be with you today. Who knows the path we would have gone? She's the love of my life. Something horrible happened to her, triggered something inside of her. But because of her strength, I am here with you. And what we just did as a family is we got this massive map of America. It says Explore America. And we called it the Landau, that's her last name, Landau McDonald Family Wilderness Adventures. And I will share it on Facebook right when I get back in our communities. And it's a whole map of all the national parks, every item, all the lakes, all the rivers. And we're going to trek the Appalachian Trail together. We're going to take on the world together. All of that happened because she decided in 1999, in her darkest moment, to fight for her health. Look, 2020 was hard. There's no joking on that. We all know this. But I saw too many people not take action with their health. We are health warriors. We are health champions. We can make a difference in this world. But it's not about the fads. It's not about the craziness. It starts with you. One day at a time, knowing your why, developing your health structure, balancing your quadrant, showing up every day and sharing your power, your inspiration, your motivation with the world, just like my wife Abby has, who is my greatest inspiration. But what inspires me more than anything is each and every one of you around the world. We are just beginning. I'm giving you all a virtual hug, and soon, maybe 8 months from now, 9 months from now, but we will be hugging in person again. But until that moment, I want you to stand up. I want you to raise your game. I want you to draw your line in the sand and say, this is my moment. This is my time. Together, we can forever change the health of the world. Thank you, Jeunesse. Thank you, my family. Let's do this.